So now that we're alone, listener, it's important that you know that this episode is super important to me. As a native East Bay resident, or former resident, I guess now, one who knows that you have to say exactly how cool something is and you need a term proper for it. The reason that we dropped our podcast on 510, this episode is going to be hella bomb. Hella bomb.
So what did I miss?
Nothing.
So you're going to tell me you weren't doing anything in here?
No, I wasn't doing anything in here.
I don't believe you.
You probably shouldn't.
Yeah, you've always been sneaky like that.
Yeah, I have. I just figured, we've been doing these intros the same for so long now, like 10 whole episodes, that I felt like it was time for a little bit of a change.
How about you let me do one? I mean, it's Flashback Friday. Come on, man. I can hella do it.
So I guess we should get to it. Welcome to Hang Out with Your Slang Out. I'm Matt.
And I'm hella Dan.
He's not hella Dan, but this week's word, it's hella good.
So this is going to be a hell of an episode.
That's not how you say it.
How do you say it?
Hell of a is different than hella.
Hella of a...
No, that's not how this works.
Show me how it works. Talk to me, Goose.
This episode's going to be hella bomb.
Hella bomb?
Hella bomb.
What's a hella bomb?
No, hella.
Is it like a scud?
Yes, it's like a scud. The scud wasn't a bomb.
It was a missile, right?
Yeah.
Right. Not just a hat rack, my friend.
Well,
it's a
agree to disagree.
It's a hell of a hat rack I got going there.
No, again, that's hell of a. Different than hella.
So what's the difference between hella and hell of a?
Hell of a is you're talking about the greatness of something.
Okay.
Hella is more quantity based.
So I'm a hella host?
No, that would be hell of a also.
I'm a hell of a podcaster.
Also wouldn't be true, but but that would be hell of a, not hella.
Okay, so give me an example.
Like that shirt is hella fly. That shirt is hella dope. I keep throwing it in conjunction with other slang words, but let's be honest, that's usually how it worked out.
So that podcaster using Dan is hella good.
Using hell of a instead of hella is hella stupid.
Oh, low blow.
You put yourself there.
Damn it. All right. Hella. So I'm under the impression you like hella.
I hella like hella.
How much?
Hella, I probably used more than any other word in my vocabulary in the 1990s.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was a lot.
We're not going to go the way of totes with this, right? I'm not going to be hating this word by the end of this episode, am I?
You might be. I don't know. I might use it a lot. I'm going to use it hella times.
So what brought you to hella? Like, what's the connection for you and hella?
It's a Bay Area word. I've never really heard it anywhere else.
Like Green Bay? Wisconsin?
No, like the real Bay.
Oh. Monterey Bay.
North of Monterey Bay.
Oh. Okay. Like Oak Island?
No.
Let's talk about Oak Island. That's a lot better than hella.
No, it's not. Nothing's better than hella.
It's a hella show. Hell of a show. Yeah, I can't do it. I don't know.
No, you're terrible at this.
No. Maybe if I tried it in the Australian accent.
No. No, that's a request, not no. I don't think it would be better. That's a request not to do it.
All right. It's going to come. You just wait.
Anyways, no, the Bay as in the San Francisco Bay Area. The yay, if you will.
The yay?
Yes.
Did they use that a lot there?
Hella?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A hell of a lot? Still not right?
No.
All right.
No, not right at all. Makes me kind of sad. There might be somebody out there that thought that last one was right. No.
Well, those would be my people.
Yes.
Non-right people?
Non-NorCal people.
Oh my God. Those are my peeps right there. They're hella peeps, you know.
Hella peeps. is what you see when you go into Walmart right before Easter.
Oh, I thought hella peeps were like peeps with like blades on them. So you spin them and they fly in the air.
No, those are hellacious peeps.
Oh, all right.
Well, let's be clear. Most peeps are hellacious. Those things are disgusting.
Really? You don't like them?
The marshmallow is perfect on its own. Why do we need to coat it in some other waxy exterior?
Because you're biting the heads off of bunnies. I mean, that if that's not Easter, I don't know what is. That's hella Easter.
Weren't peeps originally?
Hella Easter.
That almost was right. I don't think you would put it in front of Easter, but I'll take that one.
Okay. So when I hear hella, all I think of is no doubt. This shit is bananas, dude.
Hella good.
Hella good.
Which is weird because they're not NorCalers either. They're SoCalers.
Yeah.
Which most SoCalers are offended by the term hella.
Are they?
Yeah.
Is that a thing for real?
Yeah. Offended. This is going to lose us some fans. Offended because they're not cool enough to use it.
Oh, yeah. You're totally going to.
Yeah. So they came up with their own version of a lot of something. And it was real dumb. But even then, like the term they came up with can't be used as fluidly as hella.
And it's the opposite of hella for you. It actually makes you angry, the other word, right?
Yes. But that's because of hella. Like if hella didn't exist, I wouldn't care. Well, no, I would still care. It's still dumb. But
well, we do have to say what the word is because in case this is the first episode someone's clicking on.
Oh, sure. So the SoCal term that I got introduced to as I went off to college that seemed to be a response to hella was grip. When you had a lot of something, you had a grip of something.
Well, now, can you have a hella grip?
No.
So, like, if I have a strong kung fu grip, you can't say that's a hella grip?
Not the grip that they're talking about.
No. Well, in like a grip.
It couldn't even, that's the problem with the word, really. It couldn't stand on its own. You had to say you had a grip of something.
And actually,
I just want to say hella something.
But to me, a grip also, we didn't talk about this last time, a grip, other than actually grabbing onto something, the next thing I think of for grip is that's the name for someone who works on a movie. And I think they actually they're like
lead grip.
Yeah. So he could be a hella grip, right?
Sure, I suppose.
Yeah. I'm right.
Not actually. He could be a hell of a grip.
I thought you said hell of a was wrong. It's just when I use it.
No, it is wrong, but the way you're putting it in front of grip wouldn't be hella. It would be hell of a.
Well, that shit is just bananas. BANANANA.
That's too many NAs.
NA. That's hella bananas.
That was correct.
Hey, thank you, Miss Gwen Stefani.
That was accidental for our listeners at home. He had no idea that he was going to get it right.
Yeah, I slipped right on that banner, right into that hella.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. I'll take that and run. But in all seriousness, so grip was a turning point. It stepped all over your hella.
No, it didn't, because it never got high enough to be as cool as hella, but everybody thought it was.
What if you bring it back right now, though?
Grip or hella?
Both.
Hella never went anywhere. Grip we'd have to bring back. You have to bring that shit back from the dead.
I'm trying to remember the last time I heard you use hella.
It's probably been a while. Once you move away and everybody looks down on you for using the term, you stop using it. I'm going to start using it more frequently, though. This podcast is hella dope.
You're a hell of a host. Oh, I did it wrong again.
Yeah. You are really bad at this.
Yes. But I might get hella better.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
come on, people, help me out.
Here's the thing. Enough people don't understand the English language that hella in place of really, like you just used it, would probably be just fine.
All right. So give me, what do you think hella is coming from, though?
What do you mean?
Like the actual word, the spelling of it, HELLA. It's.
Do I think it's.
Like, is it a takeoff of another thing? Or are they just throwing an A on there to be special for hell?
Probably number two, if we're being honest.
Okay.
I don't think it's the shortened version of anything. And I may be wrong. I think that, you would say something is cool as hell, right?
Yes. No. We used to say that all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think same thing as hell and hella are sort of interchangeable. You would just put them on the opposite side of the word.
Well, and you since I've been doing the podcast with you, you always refer to hella as it's the word. It's kind of like the F word, right? Is that the word you would say was? interchangeable.
It's
like the F word.
It's like, well, I think I've said it in the past, and it is sort of like the F word in the sense that you can use it in almost any string of words.
Okay.
Definition, clearly not anything like it.
Okay. But for our listeners, the F word is Fresno, just so everybody knows.
Yes.
Yeah. You can just put your favorite F word in there. Mine is free.
Probably should have 4 letters. Free does have 4 letters.
Yeah. By
Just
the end of
didn't
this
fit the
podcast,
conversation.
I'm going to be a hella advocate, and I'll have my bachelor's in hella.
So I suppose that the mistake I made was telling you that it was interchangeable for multiple forms of vocabulary the way the F word is.
Well, like you say that, like I'd sit here and drop the F word on everything. Like F this, F that.
So hella generally goes in front of an adjective.
But what if I say F hella?
Huh?
What if I don't like hella? So I'm like, F your hella.
That's stupid.
What?
Why wouldn't you like it? It's fantastic.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know where I fall
It's
on
hella
that.
fantastic. You know why I could put it in front of fantastic? Because fantastic's an adjective.
I don't know. It's right in the edge of like bruh.
That's not cool, man. That's not hella cool at all.
Hella bruh.
No.
I got it. Hella copter.
This podcast is over.
That'd be a good helicopter, right?
No.
A chopper?
No.
Get to the hella chopper.
I just told you in front of an adjective.
Oh, wait. This is like, I don't know where we're at. Like, this is like our 20th episode or something we're recording. I forget. And I haven't made my co-host, Matt, do his Arnold Schwarzenegger impression yet.
Today's not going to be the day.
Oh, it's hella going to be the day. Did I do that right?
No, you didn't do that right.
It's hella going to be I can't even, how do you do Arnold?
I'm not going to tell you.
Get to the chopper. Come on.
No.
All
I
right,
have to get into the whole story.
Please. All right. We got time for that story.
What
It's
do we
like
got?
one of my favorite stories.
We don't have time for that story. We're talking about hella here.
Arnie ain't going to listen to this.
All right. So here we were. We're opening Fox Sports Grill in Irvine, California, down in the southern part of state where hella is not used. And except for by expats like me who moved to Southern California at some point.
Ooh.
Anywho.
That's hella bad.
Yeah, you used that right.
All right.
I didn't like it, but you used it right. Anyways, so we're in the opening processes of Fox Sports Grill, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is in his run for the governor of California. And he decided that he was, I don't know how we got in contact with him, but he decided that he was going to do a campaign drive type thing at the restaurant before we opened to the general public. And so it was this big event. Everybody came, ate, and drank before going over to the Edwards Cinemas nearby to watch Terminator 3 before that was released to the general public. And so meals winding down, everybody's kind of getting ready to go. They're getting their coffee, drinks, and such. And the governor himself walks up to me, shorter than me, in fact, which I think should be the most impressive.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
You're hella not tall.
Sure. Anywho, so that's how bad that was. I've now said anywho twice in this story, now 3 times because I just said it again to recap.
But say it in his voice.
No. So he comes up, and it's important to note that at the time, or now, actually, I'm not a coffee drinker. The only reason that I know this drink now is because my wife actually prefers this drink over any other style of drink.
Yeah.
And so he walks up to me and he says, "Can I get a caramel macchiato?" And I said, "I'm sorry, what?" And so he repeated himself, slightly more frustrated. "Can I get a caramel macchiato?" And I said, "What?" So at this point, he's getting very heated. And as he starts his, "Can I get one of my coworkers on opening steps in front and goes, "I got it." And I was like, "Oh, thank God." And that was the day that I almost got murdered by one Arnold Schwarzenegger.
See, I think he's just, I love that story, by the way. And I hope you do the accent one more time. But I think he's just a Sylvester Stallone fan.
Me?
Yes.
No. Not at all. If I had to pick one of the two of those, I'd be an Arnold fan.
Does that make you hella hypocrite?
No, but it could make me hella hypocritical.
Hypocritical.
Again, in front of an adjective. I know you know parts of speech.
Speech is good.
Okay, maybe I don't know that you know parts of speech.
Hella speech good. Get to the chopper. It's as good as you're going to get from me.
I know.
I'm not the voice guy. Dude, you just wait, though. I got a hell of a Miss Piggy impression.
Do you know what Sarah Connor is?
Sarah Connor. Stick around. Hey, I did that one all right.
That wasn't bad.
It was all right.
It's not a tumor.
Oh, why didn't I do the tumor? It's the easiest one to do.
I don't even know if I should say this on the podcast. Did I ever tell you the Instagram hashtag that I wanted to come up with?
No, but we're about to. Is somebody going to steal this if we do it?
Not if we lock it down tonight before anybody listens to this.
That's a hell of a good idea.
Again, hellava and hella are two different things.
Oh my goodness. It's not a hella tumor.
Do you want to know the idea or not?
Yes.
We can create this together.
Okay. Take me there.
And then people can follow that in addition to our podcast.
All right. We like that.
So the Instagram hashtag Instagram handle is it's not a tuna. And every post is a post of fish that isn't a tuna.
Oh, that'll totally catch on. I see the shirts already for that.
Yeah. Look, it's a red snapper. It's not a tuna.
It's not a tuna. It's not a tuna. That's perfect.
I don't know if it's perfect. It's okay.
It's because I'm choking on my Mexican Coke right now. So
is that
sponsor?
Is that slang for something? Anyway,
it will be hashtag Coke choke.
Do we have any definition? What?
You're just gonna leave
Did you say Coke choke?
Yeah, you're just gonna leave that hashtag Coke choke. Coke choke's pretty good.
So Coke choke is pretty good, but I am concerned about the hashtag, and here's why. I think that if you were to inhale a certain white powdery substance in your nose, you could send yourself into some sort of convulsing choke. Yes?
That's true. And you hashtag Coke choke. So there could be some really bad pictures in that. A lot of
right in the Instagram world. Yeah. I'm thinking, there's so many things that are not allowed on the internet with the hashtag Coke choke.
I kind of like it though.
I'm sure you do.
We're gonna have the weirdest hashtags for this episode. It's not a tuna. Coke choke. Hella.
It's not a tuna is good. I don't know if it's as good as my spoiler alert page, but it's pretty good.
All right, let's hear it. Spoiler alert.
Well, okay, you need to take this one over because I've been told to let it go. But I created one called Spoiler Alert AZ, and all it was pictures of cars with spoilers. And I had my white whale, which I still have a picture of on my phone, which is a truck with a spoiler above the bed.
It's perfection. And this is the humor. Hella humor.
Hella humorous.
Why do we got
hella adjective? Hella adjective.
So I already told you there was not going to be any math on these episodes, so I don't need English either. Remember, I failed lit.
This is literally a podcast about speaking.
True.
And also...
That's hella true.
Yes, that is correct.
There you go.
Also, you failed lit, but you're a published author.
Yeah. ChatGPT 9.
ChatGPT didn't exist then.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, have we even delved into definitions yet? Have you even looked anything up?
No. Have you?
Yeah, I was hella prepared.
Oh, that's hella dope.
See? Again, correct.
But that sounds so bad.
Does it?
Yeah. It's like hella totes.
No, would you rather say very dope?
Wow. How about that's bullin' dope?
Bullin'?
Yeah. We'll get to bullin'.
Oh, I don't even know what that is. I'm kind of afraid to get to it now.
How about that's fire dope?
No.
That didn't work?
Hella fire? That works.
See, all right. If I just put two slang words together, I think I can pull this off.
Yeah, well, how many times at the beginning of this episode did I say hella followed by another slang term? Hella bullin' probably does work.
Well,
that's not the point.
Point is, I don't listen to him. All right, so I guess we need some official definitions here. What did you get for hella?
Well, I got a few. I actually want you to go first since we used two different sites this time. because we were looking up. Actually, we weren't. My stepdaughter, my bonus daughter, if you will, was looking up the definition of brazy, which we'll get to at some point. And it came up with a website I'd never heard of, which is slangdefine.org. And so we got some good ones here.
Well, and I'm on Urban Dictionary, so it's Urban Dictionary versus hella. What was your thing again?
Slangdefine.org.
Hella.
That's how you know it's serious. .org.
That's true. That's like doctors and shit.
So the first one's the same for both. So do you want to go on that one?
Hella originated from the streets of San Francisco. You were right on that.
Mm-hmm.
In the Hunters Point neighborhood, is commonly used in place of really or very when describing something. So that's hella stupid.
Yes, that's an accurate use of it.
Yeah, there we go. And that's what I got for that. There's an example. They have an example. The Fillmore is hella better than the Mission.
Accurate.
The Mission. Where's the Mission?
I don't know. My mom didn't let me go into the city when I was a kid. I think she was afraid of me getting hurt or something.
That hella explains a lot.
Nope.
Oh, all right.
What else you got? You didn't even do the second one. Did they give you a second option? Thank God LA is hella far away.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
So I have to read that again?
Sure.
Oh, can I just read who this is by?
Yeah, because it doesn't say online.
Okay, so the author of this one, and I'll just repeat, it's Thank God LA is hella far away by Techno Turd. There you go.
Perfect.
It's not a turd.
2 is fun, and I don't know if this is the same on yours. Again, different sites. A multi-purpose word invented by people in North California, Northern. That's okay. We'll get past that. Indigenous to the Bay Area. Adjective, to describe a lot of something or something good. Noun, a lot of. Adverb, supplemental, infers a great quantity or that you're doing something in all caps, doing it right. Interjection, an affirmation of what someone just said.
So I have a counterpoint that I just found.
Okay.
According to Steve.
Who's Steve? I don't even know Steve.
Steve. That's all you get. And it's not even capitalized.
Thank you, Tiny Steve.
From his own extensive research, he has found that the term hella or hell of did not originate in San Francisco, but rather Oakland, as the first anyone remembers hearing it was Oakland in 1976.
That would actually, I'd be okay with that. I lived closer to Oakland than I did to San Francisco anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely associate more with the East Bay than I do with the West Bay.
In his examples, I tripped on my shoelaces hella times today.
Oh, that tracks. Number 4 on mine is fun. It's hella is to NorCal what wicked is to Boston, which I think is apt.
Yeah, and wicked's coming down the
We
pipe.
wouldn't say hella pissa, but
can you say hella wicked?
Yeah, but
it's like saying good, right?
Well, no, okay,
or awesome.
Yeah, so you just hurt my brain because you kept talking and you just had to stop for 10 seconds.
That's hella dumb.
So yes, you could say hella wicked, but in that case, wicked wouldn't mean what hella means. Wicked would be its own word,
meaning it's bad or evil
or cool. It could mean either.
Not true.
But wicked in the Boston sense is like hella in the NorCal sense, and that it's very or much of something. You probably really mess people up and say hella wicked awesome.
It's a triple threat right there.
That basically would make minds explode, I think.
It almost did.
Now we're gonna get to the 5th definition, which for me is the fun one because it really hurts anybody not from NorCal, if I'm being perfectly honest. But so 5th definition here on slangdefine.org. Term used to indicate personal superiority. When spoken in conversation, the receiving party immediately knows that the person saying the word is of a high class because of that person's NorCal roots. Thusly, if the receiver is not of the same geography and stature, negative emotions arise from envy. A primary example is that of the frustrated SoCal dweller who is frequently subjected to the mighty and humbling presence of NorCalers. Alternatively, hella can alert other prestigious NorCalers that they are dealing with a higher species much like themselves. And here is the conversation that ensues.
Oh my goodness.
NorCaler. And I don't know that NorCaler is a word, but I'm willing to start using it just because this is great. NorCaler. That was hella cool. SoCaler. Huh? What? Hella? That sounds dumb. NorCaler. No, sir. You, sir, are hella dumb. Good day. SoCaler. Oh, yeah? You're dumber. Keanu rules.
To stop you right there, Keanu does rule.
Keanu does rule.
He does rule.
But he's not property of Southern California. If anything, he's property of Canada.
I like that they use the word dweller in there a lot.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, they just kind of... And we're going to need to dig deep into your resentment for Southern California.
I don't actually have a resentment for Southern California. I lived there for 10 years. My dad grew up there.
But you think you're better than them.
Only when it comes to hella. NorCal, SoCal animosity is not a new thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
They steal our water. It's not important.
And Raiders and Niners have always been like just that one bridge cross. You cross that bridge and you're in.
So I would like to bring you back into the conversation.
Oh, that's hella good. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, people.
Derived from hell of a lot.
See? So I've been using it right.
Similar to very, very, really, a lot, etc. Used mostly in Northern California, though has been heard in other parts of California and even in the media, such as an infamous hella South Park episode.
We don't talk about South Park enough.
Cartman used it outside of its meaning to annoy Kyle, and that kind of makes me want to watch that episode. The reason we don't talk about it enough is because I don't like South Park.
So are you the Cartman in this or the Kyle?
I would be the Kyle.
Why do I got to be Cartman?
Because Cartman used it outside of its meaning to annoy Kyle.
He's calling me fat. I'm just big boned.
Hey, we got to an impression you could kind of do.
Kind of.
Anyways, so this is a previous to transitioning to hella.
Yeah.
Before, there's a hell of a lot of beer in the fridge, in that fridge. After, there's hella beer in that fridge.
I don't know why hell of a sounds right to me and the other one doesn't.
I don't know.
Is it because I'm old? I'm hella old?
You are hella old.
Yeah. I'm not hella young.
You're a hell of an old person.
See that? Now that sounded like an old person saying that. Hell of a sounds.
Okay, now
smarter.
I feel better about this. You were just saying the wrong thing.
I think that happens a lot on this podcast. I mean, that's why he's on here, to fix all my wrong things.
Yeah. That's what I do.
That's hella truth right there. I'm getting good at this.
Probably hella truthful, but sure, we'll go with it.
You think hella's dropped off, or do you think it's still pretty used a lot?
I mean, I don't go back home as much as I probably should.
Do you hear it here much? We're in Arizona, by the way. We're in Phoenix area.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, I don't really hear it at all, honestly.
Yeah, only when I'm listening to No Doubt Rocksteady album.
Sure.
Yeah.
SoCal band. Using NorCal terminology.
Using it better.
That's also an important thing for me while we're talking about this whole differentiation between the North and the South of California, is that it's not SoCal and NoCal. A lot of people like to say that. Not accurate.
Yeah, SoCal people like to say that.
It's SoCal, NorCal, and Frez, yes?
I think we're going to get a lot of hashtags NoCal.
Probably.
We're going to have to get a count on Cal. How many times we said Cal? Maybe that should be our word for this week.
Not when you go back and count how many times we've said hella, it won't be.
Yeah. You think you got that out of your system now? Or are you just going to be helling all week now?
No, it's going to come back strong. I haven't used it in forever, and it's like I never left. It's like riding a bike. It's like watching, what's his name? Ray
Liotta?
No, from Ted Lasso.
Roy. Okay, yeah. Roy Kent.
Yeah, it's like watching Roy Kent ride a bike.
That was one of the funniest things I've seen. If you guys haven't watched Ted Lasso on Apple TV, it's one of the best shows ever. Especially,
although I would assume that if you haven't, you probably also wouldn't listen to this show. Not because it's directly linked. It's just
maybe
most people living under a rock are the only ones that haven't seen Ted Lasso.
Yeah, and Roy Kent's a national treasure now.
Well, international treasure, technically.
I don't know. I think you're pretty thorough on hella, and it's pretty obvious you liked it or like it. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, hella like it.
It's pretty obvious it's a 50-50 shot that I'll even use it right in the sentence. So
That's being generous to yourself. But yeah.
No, I got it about right 50-50. When I edit this, it'll be about
Yeah.
50%.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
There
I'm
it is.
hella good at that.
This is why you don't let the other guy do the editing.
All right. Make me look like a damn genius. Hella genius? Hella smart. Close?
Yes, making you look hella smart.
All right. Or you would be like hella smartalicious or something. You always put all the extra letters on there for us.
No, I'm just making the words adjectives. Smart's already one. I don't need smartalicious.
Hella adjective? No. Okay. That's a no. Well, I'm hella done with this episode. Did I do that right?
Yeah, you actually did. And impressive, because it only took us to the end of the episode for you to really get a handle on it.
And what you guys don't know is that took me about 13 tries to do that.
This is take 62.
Yeah. One more time. How would Arnold say it? How would the governor say it?
You're hella stupid for not knowing what a caramel macchiato is.
You lost it right there at the end.
How did I know?
You went normal at the end. You gotta sell it.
I can't sell it that long.
Just think about how mad
It feels like I'm eating my tongue the entire time I'm talking.
That's hella gross.
It is hella gross.
Hella moist.
Yeah, you could absolutely say that. There would be lots of people disgusted by it, but you could say it. But for sure, that salmon was hella moist.
Ugh.
Salmon's supposed to be moist. What are you saying ugh for?
Ugh.
God.
Hashtag.
Hashtag doesn't eat anything except hamburgers.
Yeah. No, I was going to do our hashtag. Don't everybody remember hashtag. It's not a tuna.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going with the other hashtag, and I was like, no, not again. So I feel like that was a hella good episode.
I could go either way.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't convince me.
I didn't convince you.
No.
I only didn't convince you because you couldn't use it correctly the entire time.
That's hella bullshit.
That actually might track.
I will take it. Is that hella podcast?
No.
No. All right.
The hella rad podcast, though.
And I lost it again. Again, this is Hang Out with Your Slang Out. I'm Dan.
I'm Matt, and I'll be honest. The time I had was hella awesome.
And I'll be hella honest. See what I did there?
Oh, yeah.
He's right. It was fun. I can't wait to do this again.
Yeah, let's do this again sometime. What do you think? Next week?
Hella point 2.0?
Hella 2.0.
Hella part 2?
Hella.
Yeah. This flashback, it was hella triumphant.
Deuces.
Hella deuce? Hey. All right. That's a hell of a wiener dog. Or chihuahua.
When talking to Tank, it is a hell of a wiener, dog.
Yeah, we'll have to put a picture up.
Please don't. We'll get canceled for just that picture alone.
That picture with the hashtag, it's not a tuna.
No, not okay.
Oh my goodness.